How long should your grocery trip really take? Today we're going to find out. We're grabbing 15 everyday items from bananas to bin bags, and we're timing the whole trip, front door to see how quick we can get in and out. What's the point, you may ask? Well, it's a bit of fun, people, and you can improve your mood and your mental health just by treating errands like grocery shopping less like a chore and more like a bit of fun. Stick around to the end and I'll give you 3 more benefits you'll get from cutting your grocery trip by just 20%. Alright then, that's enough guff. Let's get on with this week's Grocery Dad Grocery Speed Run. Welcome to the main event. Sit back and enjoy. Heading into store, gonna hit this hard. Clock's counting in. It's an Aldi speed run, so we should be in for something fast, something efficient. That's what this grocery store is all about. Time for one last quick glance at the list. Probably could have done with another one in light of what's about to come up, but we'll get to that in a moment. Anyway, first item on the list, right hand side, bananas. They've got some, they're yellow, that makes a change. Straight into the box. Now, this is often quite tricky. We've got a browser on the right, another one on the left. It's a tight aisle, doesn't impede us too much. Going straight into the apples. Pink ladies, 3 of them, lovely. Nice clean take with one hand. Couple more browsers. Again, this could be tricky. We've got a big piece of machinery on the right hand side too. They like dumping that there just for fun, really. Never seen anyone use it for anything. First, we've got to get this broccoli. Stem to head ratio, not ideal, but you get what you're given. Broccoli goes in. Got to turn, get through this bottleneck. Got those browsers again. This is a hold up for sure. And we've got a stocker down there squatting down doing his laces up, but we do squeeze past, and now we've got to pick up some meat. We're looking for beef mince. Oh, this is it. Long delay, long pause. He's going in, but he's not sure. Finally up to the top shelf. What's he going for? What is that? He's had to go for pork and beef mix. Just wanted the beef mince in a small pack but couldn't find it. That's the problem with these discounters sometimes, and that is a slowdown. Next up we need chicken. Again, here we go. Spoil for choice. What's he doing? Just pick one, man. They're all the same. It doesn't matter. Gracious me. That goes in the basket. Another few seconds lost though. Don't know what that was all about. Just imagine the dawdling if there was 6 different kinds of chicken there. Anyway, we are out of meat and produce. We're going down the snacking aisle. Junk alley, as it's affectionately known. Don't want any of this. None of this fake food for us on the right hand side. But we do want to go in there where that stocker is. He's right there, right in our way. We have to hold back. We have to hang back a little bit. What are we going to do? We're going to dive in there, down by the groin. Just squeeze through. There we go. Right, going for a block of cheese. Picked it up, gone into the cart. Now we're going to head on down. Quick glance at the list. Have we got everything? I think he knows something's not right. I think he knows produce was light. But what's the verdict? Oh no, absolute disaster. We haven't got everything. He's been into this store so many times before and he's forgotten 1-2 items from produce. Now we're facing into those trolleys. We've got the browsers, we've got the stackers. We're going back towards that massive pallet machine thing in front of us. Oh, we got a very fortunate split of the balls there to avoid that plodder. Anyway, finally made his way back down to the onions. We need 2 onions. Grab them, they're not diamonds. Come on. What else do we need? A head of garlic, some might call it a bulb. Another slight hesitation there though. Okay, he's got those 2 now. Really needs to make up some time, really needs to get back on this and just put this behind him and focus on the rest of this list. But just look at all that traffic. Look like they've come for a day out. So he ducks right. He's not even going to try that aisle. He's going to go down a different one. He doesn't like the look of the next one either. In fact, what he's doing is going down the 3rd aisle, trying to get to the back of the store, I think, where he wanted to be in the first place. So a lot of time lost here. But now comes a bit of efficiency. He does know you can get the bin bags here, and that's on the list. 2 birds with 1 stone, trying to make up some time. A quick pick, top tie, bin bags, right size, right number. Great, that's clean. It is always worth an extra half a second checking on something like bin bags just to make sure you picked up the right thing. Now this is interesting. He's gone around to the right hand side, but didn't he need something from the back on the left? Well, we'll find out. For now, that means he's going to pantry. Rice is there, pasta's there. Pausing here. What are we doing? Checking the list again. He doesn't need to do that. He shouldn't do that. He should know this. But still, rice goes in. 1 bag, lovely. Another one ticked off. Eases round a browser on the left. We're about 8 or 9 items in. 9 items, I think. About 2/3 of the list done. Looking now for chopped tomatoes. Goes straight for the cheaper Italian ones. That's a nice move. Always tempting to buy the sleeker looking black can. That's the Australian tomatoes. Don't do that. Italian's fine. 20 cents a can cheaper. Out comes that list again. He knows something's not right, doesn't he? But he can't put his finger on it. Back he goes. Is it another pantry item? No, it's not. More time lost. Shocking. Just for any youngsters watching, if you go to an Aldi with a list, you're going to find it so much easier to stick to a budget because the options are limited. You just grab and go. Now he knows. The penny's dropped. Oh dear me. Now we're going back again. Terrible. Honestly, this is so bad it might be a DNF. Just goes to show when the pressure's on, when there's time pressure, the nerves set in. The fellow looks lost. Hopefully somebody found him, took him back to his family. Parks the trolley on the left. That's smart. Goes in for milk. Of course, that's what it was. Couldn't get there the first way. Forgot about it when he picked up the bin bags. Now it goes in. So much time lost on that split. Coming out of dairy, make matters worse, we've got another plodder. So he's ducking down household yet again, and we know what happened last time. Even though he was looking for efficiency, it threw him off entirely. So better result, we hope, this time. Now, he's obviously very focused because it's a speed run. Down the right is the special buys, the Isle of Unanticipated Desire. That can cost you a lot of time and a lot of coin as well. He's claiming that space on the left before the plodder cuts him off, but he walks straight into yet another obstacle. That lady just hanging around there, makes his way past her. There's really no time for politeness in this game. He's going down into the eggs. Now, we have to do an egg by egg check here. Remember, it's Aldi. They don't get paid to look after the eggs, so we have to step up. We know what the issues are. Last thing you want is that gross rotten egg smell in your pantry. Checked all 12. Done that pretty well, actually. Don't want to do it too fast, of course, and end up damaging your own goods. Anyway, that goes in the basket. We're about 12, 13 items down now. That's a nice clean snatch and grab on the flour. Fairly clear at this aisle, down the end of the store. We do tend to find those pile-ups in the produce section in particular. Got a senior browser down near the bread. Isn't that the same one from before? Shouldn't bother us too much as long as he stays put. Not going to get in our way, not this time, because we're heading back around the corner into the frozen section. Only one item to go on the list, surely. Now what's he doing? Checking the list for the umpteenth time. What on earth? What's he looking for? Frozen peas. I can see it from here, mate. Number 11, bottom of the page. Let's get on with it, son. Come on. His confidence has gone after the earlier problems. My goodness. Finally done it. Grabbed a bag of peas, and that's it for the list, at least. That goes in the trolley. You don't need that anymore, sunshine. Now it's time to get focused on the checkout. Wonder how many other items he might have forgotten. That was not a clean run at all, but now another little mistake. He's overshot with his trolley. He's got to get that trolley back and make some room for himself, allow himself to get up there, got to get some time, got to get himself together, got to get scanning, get all this stuff out and back in again. Pretty clean scan on the peas and the flour. It's early doors, but this is looking pretty good. If he carries on like this, he can make up some good time. Oh dear, spoke too soon. Commentator's curse. Milk a bit finicky. Now we've got the eggs. There we go, steady. Oh, not that steady though, surely. Come on, this is supposed to be a speed run. For heaven's sake, I've seen my gran do self-serve faster than this. Very conservative, I have to say. Now we've got a first look-up item. This is usually pretty good at Aldi. Be more of a challenge when we get some of the bigger grocery stores. Bit of a pause, what are we doing? Broccoli. Nearly went for the expensive one. Just a plain old head of broccoli though. Bin bags. Little double swipe. Half a second lost. Now we got the onions. Another look-up item. Here we go. Safely on the scales. If you want to do self-serve fast, you got to commit some of this to memory, folks. Second page. Another delay. Another few seconds lost. Eventually they go over. Now we got the garlic. Same again. Can we get there a little bit quicker? Not too bad. Okay. Just chuck it over. Should be clean now. We got the cheese. Swiped. Not the cleanest. And over it goes. Let's see if we can make up some more time. Couple of cans of tomatoes. Here we go. Swipe both, bang, done. There is a small efficiency where you can scan both of them, put them in the bagging area together, but not today. I think we can do that quicker next time. Now he goes for the mince. We've got the chicken, bananas and apples left. Both look up items. How quick can we do this now? Bananas up on the scales, give it a tap. There we go. First row on the right hand side, over into the holding area. On with the apples. Come on. It's the last item and then we're on to payment, but it shows what kind of a day he's had. Pick those apples up. Oh, we've had a roller. This could be bad news. He's got it back on, though, pretty quick, though. That was a good save. Pink ladies, they go on. Now to pay. Remember, we've got to get back out the front door before we can stop the clock. Obviously, quick pause here for payment. Payment made. Receipt grabbed. Now we've got to get it all back in the box. And this is all about technique, folks. Let's see how quick we can do this. Definitely something the better players are all over. Heavier items on the bottom. Nice flat layer. Build it up as you go. Soft stuff on the top. So far, so good. He's still got good space on the bottom layer there. No fumbles, no double handling yet. He is working through this pretty efficiently, pretty effectively. He's obviously got a strategy and he knows what he's doing, but it's evident here how much time you can chew through if you don't know what you're doing, or worse still, you get home with a bunch of crushed up, mangled groceries. Deep concentration here. He's doing that pretty well. Peas on top, keep things cold. In goes the broccoli. Turn and run. Let's go, let's go. Quick, fly like the wind. Quick check. Left anything behind? No. Looks good. Round the corner. Steering can be a challenge with a heavier cart sometimes, but that's not too much of an issue today. Round the corner. We can see the finish line. It's a clear exit, and we're across the line. Clock stops. Well, let's see what time is on that. I don't think... in all honesty, this one's going to set the world on fire. I think he knows he made too many schoolboy errors. 2 times had to go back on himself at items he'd forgotten. Shouldn't really have happened. at all. He's been to this store so many times. He had the list. He's ruining those mistakes all the way back down to the lift. Don't be too hard on yourself, son. Can happen to the best of us. Just got to focus on the next one now. So let's have a look at the times for today's run. And you can see there at the top, that's where the damage was done. Those red splits in produce and dairy. A 154.42 produce, 55.98 dairy. After that, a pretty good run, you know, a sea of green there through household pantry and the rest. But the problems came at the start of the trip. So you've got to be ready for this challenge from second one. You do really want your trip to be front loaded towards those fresh categories at the front of the store. And that means anytime you lose there, you're unlikely to make back later in the trip. And all of that means that our final time for this Aldi speed run was 8 minutes 30.22. Quicker than a full-size supermarket, but surely not the fastest time we're going to see at a discounter.
Now, I promised you 3 specific benefits if you can get in and out of the store quicker. Well, here's what will happen if you cut your time in the store by just 20%. First, you'll spend less money overall. Research shows the longer you're in store, the more you add to your basket without even realising. That's exactly what they want. Secondly, you'll walk out with fewer impulse snacks. When we have a plan and we keep moving, we just tend not to have as many of those "oh, why not" items sneaking into our cart. And finally, you'll feel more in control and less drained, because a fast, organised shop means less worrying about costs, less decision fatigue, and more confidence that you're doing the right thing. All of this, of course, hinges on going in there with a plan in your mind and a list in your hand. Now, I confess, those are things I didn't always do. And if you want to know a load more things that I've learned over the years to save me grocery headaches and grocery money, check out this playlist next. And I'll see you on the next speed run.